I never thought that could happen. Never. I grew up idolizing people, but I never knew who their security was.
Right.
See, it's different nowadays with social media.
That's
so
true.
that pretty much brings other people to light besides the celebrity.
Wait and see attitude when it comes to whatever evidence they may learn about this entire situation involving legal and from a civil perspective.
In a surprising twist, Floyd Mayweather is facing trouble within his own team after reports came out about a big theft involving his bodyguard. The boxing star, known for his flashy lifestyle and perfect record, is now caught in a serious situation. It's said that around $42 million, 0 cents, may have been stolen, though not many details are known yet. This news has affected Mayweather's clean image, and as the investigation continues, the sports world is watching closely to see what happens next.
What would you say is more difficult, being a celebrity bodyguard or being a cop?
Oh man, those are two completely different things.
Really?
Yeah. So being a cop, you know, when you leave the job for the day, you're still kind of in the back of your mind, just like situations, right? With bodyguarding, you are on him like glue all the time. So if something happens to him, guess whose problem it is? That's on you or me or whatever the case is, you know? So you're always checking, like, and especially with celebrities, everyone outside of their circle, even some people in their circle are always looking to get a one-up or, hey, what can I do to benefit myself more than him? Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Which is, most bullshit happens inside the circle, honestly.
Floyd Mayweather's top security team, known as the Great Wall, is made up of some of the toughest bodyguards around. Leading the team are Alfonso Reyes and Adam Plant, who both used to work for rapper Snoop Dogg before joining Mayweather. Reyes is 7 feet 1 inch tall and weighs 430 pounds, while Plant stands at 6 feet 7 inches and weighs 380 pounds. Their main job is to spot and stop any danger before it gets close, making sure Mayweather stays safe wherever he goes.
We get this right out of the way, because folks have to wonder, like, how big you guys are. How big are you?
I'm 7'1".
7'1"?
6'7".
I am not 6'7". I'm 5'11". I'm giving myself 5'11". Okay, so everybody knows exactly how big you guys are. First things first, how'd you get into a big church?
I'm from Vegas, born and raised Las Vegas, but I got into it working security out here. So a lot of people knew me around town, working in different clubs and stuff like that. I actually teamed up with this guy through one of my partners. They used to throw parties here that had me working for him, which was a mutual friend of his. He connected us, and we took off, man.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Now, a lot of people know you from working with Floyd Mayweather, but you also worked for a lot of different people in your time.
Mayweather's security team includes strong figures like Adam Plant, also known as Big Adam. He has been an important part of Mayweather's group for some time. While there aren't many public details about how he was hired at a private airport, his skills stood out so much that he later worked for rapper Tekashi 69 to provide extra security.
Charlie being from Vegas, he had, went back to Vegas and Floyd had picked him up. And so it was around late December, he had hit me and said, hey man, Floyd is getting rid of one of his dudes. If I can get you over here, would you want to work? And just me wanting to change the pace at the time, I was like, yeah, hell yeah. So Floyd was coming down to playing a celebrity game with Team Watson. Mm-hmm. And so it was like December 14th or something like that. So I asked one of the dudes to cover me, and I went over to the Van Nuys airport and met him. And so, Church had already told him about me. Big Mark, rest in peace, had told him about me. And so when I met him at the airport, he got off the plane. He looked me up and down, was like, Big Church, you good? He's like, Church was like, hell yeah. He's like, Big Mark, you good? He's like, hell yeah. He's like, all right, yeah, he on. Yeah. So I started with Mayweather December 28th, 2007.
The Great Wall, made up of Floyd Mayweather's former bodyguards, Big Church and Big Adam, became well known not only for protecting famous people, but also for appearing in movies like Think Like a Man 2. Their fame grew because viewers saw them on screen doing the same kind of security work they do in real life.
Once we got an opportunity to get in front of a camera, we were gonna shine. And that particular role in Think Like a Man 2 was us doing security. So we, before we actually shot the scene, we had to choreograph that particular scene with Gary Owens and Kevin Hart and all those guys. And I mean, it was so natural for us because that's what we do.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to perfect that in front of a camera. And that's what we did, man. So, from that, a lot of people were just, they would hit us up like, man, we just watched the movie, man. That was you guys in that movie? It was like, yeah, man, you didn't know we could act a little bit, huh?
The name Great Wall came from Floyd Mayweather himself. Whenever they were in a big crowd and needed to keep him safe, Floyd would say, "Put the wall up," asking his bodyguards to form a strong circle around him. Over time, he started calling them the Great Wall, and they liked it so much that they made it their official name and even turned it into a brand.
That is wild. Now, I see the t-shirts, the Great Wall, the Great Wall.
Yeah,
First thing, how did you get the name?
It came from Floyd Mayweather, man.
Okay.
Whenever we were in a crowded area, we had him somewhere, he would always say, "Put that wall up, you all right?" And we were about to leave, he's like, "Y'all put that wall up." So kept saying it, and one day he just said the Great Wall, and we talked to each other and said, man, let's run with that, man, and let's do something with it. So what we did, Church had the idea of putting the Great Wall logo on the shirts with a friend we had.
Okay.
And so that particular friend, he was a graphic design artist, so he would make us some really cool things. And so our partner now, Stephen Reed, and our other partner, Dr. Andronica Handy, Andronica had seen the shirt and asked us where could he buy one. And we were like, man, this is just something that we do for us.
Floyd Mayweather has a very close and loyal bond with his bodyguards, treating them like important members of his inner circle. One of his top security team members, Greg LaRosa, said that Mayweather is one of the most loyal people he's ever met. He also shared that Mayweather shows a lot of respect and support, even helping with personal things like allowing time for family visits.
Coach Anthony with none other than Greg LaRosa here. You see him?
How y'all doing?
TMT in the building.
Shoot, what we need to know today? Let me know.
Well, we got a big weekend coming up.
Yes, sir.
Let me know what you got coming up. I mean, let me know what you got for tonight. You know what I mean?
Who's fighting again?
Canelo.
Oh, yeah.
Triple G. Oh, you don't watch those guys?
No, last I checked, I thought Floyd was about to fight Pacquiao, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's fighting.
All right, let's talk about that. You know what?
No
That's
problem.
more important to me.
Yeah.
That is more important to me.
Okay.
Floyd Pacquiao 2.
Yes,
Explain
sir.
to me. I saw something on the internet. I saw the meetup at a club or something.
Yeah.
What's going down?
Well, I don't know. I'm not out there right now, so I still been off for a little while. But he's out there in Tokyo right now, and I guess he ran into Pacquiao, and he mentioned that he's going to come back and fight.
So Floyd Mayweather. So Floyd Mayweather is really seriously considering fighting again and against Manny Pacquiao.
Floyd, he's always going to keep you on your toes, man. Badu as well.
Mayweather is known for always having strong security around him, often with a team of 6 bodyguards, even for simple outings. This was clear during a visit to Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles in Hollywood, where he showed up with his large team. The moment shows how serious he is about his safety and how much attention he gets in public places. Mayweather's security team has been accused several times of assaulting fans. In February 2022, Eduardo Andres Torres Martinez filed a lawsuit saying one of Mayweather's bodyguards hit him and tried to take his phone after he tried to film the boxer at the Yard House restaurant in Los Angeles. Martinez is asking for $3,300,000 0 cents, saying he suffered physical injuries and emotional stress. Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s rise from a tough childhood to boxing greatness shows his strength and determination. He was born on February 24, 1977 in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and grew up facing many hardships, including poverty and family problems. His mother, Deborah Sinclair, struggled with addiction, and his father, Floyd Mayweather Sr., who was also a boxer, went to prison for drug charges during Floyd's teenage years.
What happened was, I was a black kid from the ghetto with a father who taught me a skill, and my dad hustled because his career didn't go right. So my dad took chances and hustled. He hustled. I don't think he hustled the brown, but he hustled the green and he hustled the white.
Floyd Mayweather has faced public criticism about his reading skills, especially after a feud with rapper 50 Cent, who challenged him to read a page from a Harry Potter book for charity. The situation got more attention when an audio clip was shared of Mayweather having trouble reading a radio script, which led to more talk and rumors about his literacy.
This is a special ASLELS challenge for you, Floyd. If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, nigga, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to. Fuck the bucket of ice, man.
The number of female MCs is once again expanding and growing in range.
Phone call from my man Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy said if Floyd accepts the challenge, then he'll put it on the actual show so you can read it on the show. We don't want to put pressure on you. We know you can't pronounce those words in that Harry Potter book, so we're going to let you read Cat in the Hat.
Mayweather responded by saying that reading does not determine his success, saying, "Reading does not define my place in boxing history." Despite the criticism, he has made a lot of money from his boxing career and business deals, including a recent $42 million 0 cents investment in New York real estate. In an interview with Larry King, Floyd Mayweather talked about his difficult childhood and what pushed him to become a top boxer. He said his motivation is not just about money, explaining, "It's not about the money." His tough experiences gave him a strong work ethic and the will to improve his life. He also said that his family, especially his father and uncles, helped him get into boxing and guided him in the beginning of his career.
What is it like? You didn't grow up rich, did you?
I had the best of both worlds.
You did?
Yes. I stayed with my mother at one particular time in New Brunswick, New Jersey. We lived 7 deep in a 1-bedroom apartment, no hot water.
You call that the best of both worlds?
You didn't let me finish.
Okay.
You have to let me finish. But also, at one particular time, I stayed with my dad as a kid, and my dad, of course, he hustled, in the inner city of Grand Rapids, Michigan, and he made sure I had the finer things in life when I was young, also. So I say the best of both worlds.
I understand. How does it feel though to have everything? That you can go to any store and buy anything. How's that feel like?
Well, what I come to find out, it's not always about, the money. Of course, I'm Floyd Money Mayweather, and of course, who don't like to make a lot of money or who don't like the finer things in life? But if you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have no freedom, then it's just like you being broke. So I come to find out that my freedom is more important than anything.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is known as one of the best boxers ever, with a perfect record of 50 wins and no losses during his career from 1996 to 2017. He reached the top of boxing because of his great skill, smart strategy, and hard work.
Do you think Floyd would have had problems with an opponent with the peekaboo style? You have to be a fantastic fighter with a peekaboo style. No matter what style you bring to Floyd, you would have to be a great fighter. But Floyd wasn't unbeatable. You just have to be a great fighter to beat him. Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, or Sugar Ray Robinson, Tommy Hearns. You have to be a great fighter to beat him. The list is really short. Who can beat Floyd Mayweather?
Mayweather's career stands out because he won major titles in 5 different weight classes, earning 15 world championships. Known as the best ever, BE, he was famous for his strong defense and smart moves in the ring. He also holds the record for the best plus-minus ratio in boxing, showing how much he controlled his fights. Outside the ring, Mayweather changed the business of boxing by starting Mayweather Promotions, which helped him take charge of his career and make big money. His fights were very popular, with the 2015 match against Manny Pacquiao bringing in 4.6 million pay-per-view buys, the most ever in boxing.
Manny Pacquiao, that's just rumors, or is that possible in the exhibition?
When Manny Pacquiao spoke about that, he shouldn't have. Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right and I'm not gonna say he's wrong. But it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million.
Who did?
I mean, I don't like to throw certain individuals under the bus, because we don't do that.
Somebody gave you $4 million for saying your name.
He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said, it's a time and a place for any and everything. He said my name, and I said, you in the wrong. Remember, I want you guys to go check out Manny Pacquiao when he got upset a few times, when he said, oh, Floyd, you using my name. But remember, he got famous because they said, this could be the guy that could possibly dethrone the king.
Mayweather's place in boxing history was sealed when he was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2021 for his great work in the sport. Known for his perfect record and huge earnings, Mayweather is also famous for his flashy lifestyle. He has a car collection worth over $100 million 0 cents, with many luxury cars, and a watch collection that includes an $18 million 0 cents Jacob & Company Billionaire 3. He owns 2 private jets and several fancy homes like a $25 million $500,000 0 cents mansion in Beverly Hills and an $18 million 0 cents house in Miami Beach.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been paid over $1 billion through his career. What are the craziest ways that he spent it? Let's start with the ice. Dude has almost everything diamond crusted, from his plates and silverware to the case for his gold iPhone to his $18 million watch nicknamed the Billionaire. Moving on, apparently Mayweather also loves golf, or probably just golfing around courses. Dude owns a pair of Cadillac and Bentley golf carts, worth over $500,000 together. Then there's his barber, who makes house calls 3 to 4 times a week, each visit costing money a clean $1,000. And it gets even crazier. Apparently, Floyd never uses the same pair of boxers twice, and he'll leave all of his kicks at hotels he stays at as gifts to staff. But the scary thing, none of this comes close to the dude's gambling habit. Floyd reportedly dropped over $6 million on the Heat in Game 7 of the 2013 finals. And thankfully, LeBron came through for him, and that's just a slice of the money life of Money Mayweather.
Despite his many assets, concerns about Mayweather's money have come up in 2025. Reports say the FBI took $600 million 0 cents worth of his real estate because of a $42 million 0 cents fraud investigation. His accountant also said Mayweather lost $500 million 0 cents in 6 years because of expensive spending and risky investments. While Mayweather still takes part in exhibition fights, which he calls legalized bank robberies to make money, people are worried if his way of handling money can last long.
Late 40s now, still fighting these random people in random places. Yeah. For $5 million here, $10 million there.
No, he's just a big spender. You can't spend like that, you know? Like,
this guy has a lot of chains.
So many chains, bro. Chains, that's a depreciating asset.
Yeah.
Get yourself something that'll hold value.
Yeah.
Go buy some real estate, brother. Buy an original. We'd love to have you in the Dow.
What?
Invest in prime, huh? Do something smart with your money, Floyd.
And they say, well, it's not all about the money. Well, your kids can't eat legacy. The patches on my trunks, that's $30 million alone. So who's really the smartest one in the sport of boxing? When it comes to legalized bank robbing, I'm the best. I don't care if y'all write good stories. I don't care if y'all write bad stories. At the end of the day, I will always have the last laugh. Damn, I'm writing this story about Floyd. But look at the house I go to. And look at the house he go to.
What do you think about Mayweather's money habits? Do you believe he can keep living such a fancy lifestyle for a long time? Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and stay informed. Stay tuned for more updates, and let's keep our news accurate.